My name is Abraham Gamora. Welcome to the PSP podcast, PlayStation podcast.
And I'm Suhail Yassin. Hello. I'm Middle Eastern, friendly Middle Eastern. I like Persona. Don't shoot me. And yeah.
I'm Taylor Dinsmore. I'm not Middle Eastern, and I eat hamburgers, and I'm an infidel.
Oh wait, we're supposed to tell each other our ethnicities. My name is Abraham Gamora. I'm Hispanic. I am not a drug dealer, as some people might have.
Are we actually going through with this? Oh God, what did I start?
Might as well. Who cares? Hi, I'm Tad. I'm tired. I'm about to fall asleep.
And he's also not trans, I think.
We don't know.
Oh.
I mean, they call it Bangkok for a reason, bro.
Shots fired, baby. Anyway. Oh dear. Racist.
So with the blatant racism out of the way, Abraham, explain what this podcast is.
Well, the PSP podcast is a PlayStation podcast. The PSP stands for PlayStation Podcast, as you can already tell. It doesn't stand for PlayStation Portable or PlayStation
Which
Podcast.
is the best PS ever.
It is the best PlayStation system ever.
It is also the easiest to have emulators on. Please don't pirate, but just a fun fact. Anyways, today's our E3 hype podcast. We're E3's next week. We got a lot of leaks going on everywhere. We got like stuff, games. Some games get announced for E3 before E3 happens, which is weird. I'm not sure why they do that. And they have less stuff to show in E3 if they do that, but they still do it anyways.
I think the reason why for it is because Nintendo isn't going to have a big presence this year. Now there's Atlas.
Good times.
And they can get that news out of the way before it's cluttered by other stuff.
I mean, I remember last year everyone was hyped for Nintendo because they kept announcing games left, right, and center before E3. So when E3 actually came around, people were angry because they spent up all their hype at the pre-hype.
Instead, we got a new Metroid game.
Yeah, it's probably going to be his best in the series.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. It's going to be better than Super Metroid and Metroid Prime. And Zero Mission.
Good times. Anyway, so what do you guys think we will see at E3?
I think we're going to save that topic until number 2, because I think we should first talk about our history with PlayStation as of so far.
Oh no, I forgot the format. What will I do? Anyway, well, my history with PlayStation, well, I got one in 2005, PlayStation 2, and I actually didn't know that PlayStation 2s were region locked.
No.
So I didn't really care about NTSC or PAL until like a month ago when I was informed for the first time, and then I realized, oh wait, my PS2 has been modded all this time. I still play on my PS2. My PS3 is too busy collecting dust for no apparent reason. And my PSP I do play from time to time, but again, also collecting dust, not as much as my PS3. But yeah, Vita's my favorite PlayStation console. Sony doesn't agree. So yay.
Okay, I'll go next. So
goes.
You already know.
I said goes. Let's goes. Rares. Anyways.
Sorry. So.
Vamos.
You already know my name, Abraham. I started with PlayStation when I was like 3, around 2004.
So that was like 12 years ago. Holy shit.
I know, right? So, basically, I played my uncle's PS1 for like the longest time. Played mostly Crash Bandicoot. Well, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3. And Tag Team Racing. That was like literally the shit back then. Well, for me, I bet everyone else played PS2, but I didn't know there was two. And then, anyways, one Christmas I got a PS2. Then a few years later, like 2 years, like maybe like a year before the PS3 died. No, like 3 years. I got a PS3, and then No, I got a PSP in between that. I got a PSP, PS Vita, PSTV, PS3, PS2, and PS1. So I basically have all of them, and just been like that for like this time. Also, my PS2 died. PS3's dead. A lot of death in the family.
It sounds like you have a horrible track record with not killing consoles.
Well, it's a long story.
And before the PS4 dies as well.
Let's hope not in like the next few years.
I still hope for a successor to the Vita. I'm scared.
I would like a successor to Vita too, and I think Sony is crazy enough to pursue it.
I hope they're crazy enough to pursue it. I love my Vita. But yeah.
But they need to like change their whole handheld approach moving forward.
I feel irritated at the fact Sony hasn't developed backwards compatibility. I mean, if even Microsoft could do it,
well, we have
remove.
Yeah, we have it for PS4 to PS2, but PS2.
See, here's the thing. I don't see it as a problem because the PS2 is like you can find that at $10 at a Goodwill here, and the PS3 is like 120 now. Like everyone has that.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time,
like I really only hear the backwards compatibility problem on the Sony camp from people who went from 360 to PS4. Like that's their problem. Us who have been with PlayStation, like we have our systems. It's not an issue. Unless you just disagree with that.
All right. Taylor.
Me? Okay. Growing up, I never had anything that was a non-Nintendo system until after high school, when I got a PS1 for Metal Gear reasons. And then when I had gone like hardcore into RPGs, like I'd gotten a PSP for Christmas, and I think 2010. And so, like, I just played so many fucking games on that, like Final Fantasy 4 to Final Fantasy Type 0, Monster Hunter, Kingdom Hearts.
So sorry.
No, like Monster Hunter Freedom's a good game.
No, I apologize for Final Fantasy Type 0.
Dude, that is the game I wanted the system for, and we never fucking got it. And I'll always be salty, I swear, for being the fucking worst for localization.
Oh dear.
And then in 2014, I finally got my broke ass PS3, PS4, and Vita TV, and now my PS4 has become my main console.
Oh well. Wait, your PS4 is your main console now?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Mainly because I feel like the games I've gone for have been catered toward like these long ass open world games like Assassin's Creed and your MGS 5s and your GTA 5s and your Witcher 3s and your Final Fantasy Type Zeros. It's just what I use often, more so than my Wii U.
Anyway, so Tad.
Well, I never really got any consoles till 2010. Before that, it was just going on my computer and finding stupid Flash game.
That sounds very Southeast Asian.
Yeah.
That also.
Yeah, I got a Wii in 2010. Played like Mario games and like some Zelda games. I didn't get a PS console till 2013, where I got the Vita when it was still new, which is a terrible idea because it was expensive. Then, I got P4G and spent 2 years basically on that game. It's bad.
No.
Then, 2 years later, I got a PS3 and a PSP, and I've been and the Vita pretty much ever since.
I still have a Vita on a 4.
Wow. That's actually. I imagine the fan base is one of them.
Well, no, the fan base isn't bad.
What?
It's bad, but not as bad as like some other fans. Anyways, so like I've tried playing it on PS2 through PS3 backwards compatibility, and my PS3 died, so all of that data was gone. And
That sucks.
See, with the power of PlayStation Plus, that save data could have been in the cloud.
When you couldn't upload save PS2 save data to the cloud. PS3, not that I know of. And what else?
Yeah, I have a confession. I spent 1,000 hours on Persona 4 Golden. You can kill me now.
I spent.
How do you spend 1,000 hours on that game?
Wait, how?
I have no idea.
Like
I
played it
like a weekend and just didn't touch it, maybe. Probably.
I spent a good chunk of my high school life playing nothing but Persona 4.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Like it was YS for like a few months.
Ease is good fun. I like Ease. But yeah.
Never touched an Ease game. I should. I have them. I don't know why I haven't played them.
I thought, but you own Ease 1 and 2 and...
I own 3. I own 3 and 4, but I've never played them for whatever reason.
That's bizarre.
In my defense, I've been stuck with Metal Gear Solid 5 and Witcher 3, and those are like 200 plus hour long games.
I got past mission 43 for Metal Gear Solid 5 yesterday.
That is a sad mission. I'm sorry.
Really mission. Oh my god. If anyone listening who hasn't played Metal Gear Solid 5, go play 3, then Peace Walker, and then Ground Zeroes, and then Phantom Pain. And then you'll feel your sad feels over and over again.
Like, goddamn that mission.
Oh my god.
I hated it.
I was like, I will. It was messed up for me. Anyways, let's move on to our next subject. Do you want to go into like what we've been playing recently, or straight to E3?
Rare, exciting stuffs. But yeah, I've been playing a lot of games. Ah dear, I'm a mess at the moment. I'm playing Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm playing.
That's a mistake.
Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers. I'm replaying Persona 4 Golden for God knows how many times.
Also a mistake.
No. Anyway, I'm playing Ys Origin and almost done with it. I'm playing Ys Memories of Sulcida. I played bits of Ys 1, but I got stuck at a certain bat who I want to fucking punch the creators for creating that little shit. Anyway, I think there is something that's also on my backlog. What else is on my backlog? Oh yeah, I also want to replay Persona Q because I played it once and I'm scared. I'm scared because I can't face Margaret, Theodore, and Elizabeth on my second playthrough. I'm terrified.
I'm still stuck in that one dungeon, like the what was it called again? It was like the horror one.
Yeah, the horror one took me like a month to get past. It was such an irritating dungeon. It felt like I was running around in circles for no reason.
Oh my god.
But if it makes you feel better, the dungeon afterwards, while irritating, is not as bad.
What's up with the Entering Odyssey developers and irritating dungeons?
That's what they do.
I have no idea. I mean, I guess it's what Atlas do, just being Nintendo hard in general, but I mean... I have no idea why they... I remember that in Nocturne, there is this phase before fighting a boss, and I can't remember what the boss was weak to, but I remember that there's this item you find that makes you weak to an element that the boss is strong with. And at that point, you would equip the item if you're not reading up a guide or doing anything along those lines and trying to fight it, so you would equip that item and walk into that boss fight and get your ass handed to you just because the creators were trolling you the whole time. It's freaking crazy. I don't know why Atlas like doing this. I really don't.
Because they're sadists, especially Kaneko.
Also, if you are a video game developer and you have done this to someone by some chance, you are bad and you should feel bad. Thank you.
So for me, what I've been playing recently, as I already said, the Phantom Pain. Go play it; it's really good. And I bought Persona 4 Dan a few days ago. So.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What you should be doing instead of playing Persona 4 Dan is playing more The Witcher 3.
I was playing a little bit of The Witcher 3 this week, but I got kind of like sidetracked by all the side quests.
There's so many fucking side quests in that game.
There is. You're like, oh, I'm gonna head off to like this main mission, this main quest, and then suddenly you see someone inside of the road. They're like, blah 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 blah, and then you're like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. 3 hours later, finally finished with that side quest. Onto that main quest I was doing earlier. Run into another person at the side of the road. Blah blah blah, and the cycle continues.
I heard The Witcher 3 does side quests really well, though.
They are.
Yeah. Have you gotten to the one with like the village with the where the townspeople that were like ghosts and stuff?
I wouldn't know. I
Repeat
haven't
that?
played The Witcher 3.
It's a lot of fun. And I also bought the Banner Saga like a week ago, but I still haven't put that much time into it. Anyways, that's why
What I've been playing is Metal Gear Solid 5 and The Witcher 3, and I'm like 170 hours into the Phantom Pain and like 18 into Witcher 3, and I feel like those two games are reasons to own a PS4 right now.
That and Bloodborne.
And the Order 1886. Listen, real talk. I got the game when it was on sale for $10. I think that was a good purchase.
I'm glad they lowered the price to 20.
Yeah.
Oh my. And no, the main reason everyone bought a PS3 was for, of course, Little Big Planet 3.
I want to play that.
Are you serious?
I don't know why I haven't gotten it yet.
I don't know either.
My favorite Sony franchise, for real, is Little Big Planet.
Fun.
So sad.
Huh?
Games you play.
Thank you for zoning out.
Okay, well, I just finished playing Persona 4 Golden again because I wanted to see, after like ignoring all the stupid Persona fans, if I could like the game again, and I guess I did. I might play Trails of Cold Steel 2 again because I fucking love that game. I'll probably get to the other YS games on the PSP after that, maybe.
Wise.
It's ease.
I call them YS.
Casual.
No, you filthy casual. It's called ease.
Okay. And the other Trails games, of course. That's about it for me.
And The Witcher 3 that you need to play. If I haven't stressed that enough already.
Move on to our next subject, E3. It's next week. What do y'all think is going to be there? What do y'all think is not going to be there? Why does Nintendo only show one thing? We don't know. So, opinion.
I think VR is going to be a major thing. I think we're going to see how No Man's Sky is going to be integrated with PlayStation VR, and maybe that's why it's been delayed so many times.
Who's actually excited for No Man's Sky? Like
I am. Like, the hype for that game is real.
Yeah, I get why people are hyped for it, but I'm like, I don't see it for myself. It's like, it's $60. I get that. It's like a huge thing, but like, it just doesn't look like it has.
Okay, think of it this way. It's going to be a game where you're in space, in VR, like, shooting and attacking shit and, like, exploring. Like, that sounds fucking rad.
Isn't there like already another 10 games out there that like you can be in space with VR?
Eve Valkyrie is another one they're working on, but like in terms of like PlayStation exclusive games, those are the only two.
Oh, let's think what else can be there. Anyone saw that Horizon Zero Dawn trailer? I haven't seen it yet personally.
I haven't seen it.
I've just seen the ones they've shown before. It looks interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I got whatchamacallit, Killzone Shadowfall, Gorilla's last game when it was on sale for like $5.
Was that a
So
good purchase?
yeah, it kind of is. The campaign isn't that bad actually. I kind of like it a little bit. The
I've never
multiplayer kind
played
of looks.
Killzone game. I think that might be where I should start.
I bought like the multiplayer exclusive version of Killzone 3.
Uh-huh.
Like I think 4 years after the game came out. So basically, I bought into like a dead service.
Yeah, basically.
I think I was like, how old was I? Like 10, I think, when I bought it. God. Anyway,
So, what do you expect to see shown off in LA in a couple weeks?
Well, let's see. I mean, what I'm mostly
Besides
excited
East
for, obviously, is
7,
hopefully He's 8.
East 8, yeah, that.
No, it's not just A that. It's freaking. It looks freaking awesome. But I believe I said this, but Tokyo's gonna do. I'm curious what Exceed are gonna do, if they're even gonna bring it up at all. Simply because the PS4 remaster, or the recently announced PS4 remaster, throws a wrench into what should have been a fairly easy Vita port, and now we have no idea whether they'll localize just the PS4 port or add content to the Vita port. Yeah,
Do you think
this is
they'll
gonna
do
be.
this though? Because they already announced like 4 games that they're gonna localize.
I don't think, as Exlead ever had like a presence at E3,
See that's I see that's
because
the
they're a
thing
very
though.
niche publisher.
I guess, but at the same time, like every company and their dog announces in and around E3. So, but back to Xanadu. I just wonder if they're gonna pull off another Akiba strip and tell us that they'll add all the new content that the Japanese re-release will have. So yeah, and obviously Cold Steel 2, also localized by Exceed, and also a Falcom game, is something I'm very much excited about. And yeah, what can I say? I'm a JRPG fag.
anyone else saw that little game that got a release date yesterday? Something called like Persona 5, I think.
Man, Persona 5? Never heard of it.
Me either. Man, it's done like I think they announced like a few years ago. I'm not sure. They keep like telling stuff about it and then not telling stuff about it for like a long
Sounds like
period.
a trash game for trash people.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
It's not mainline,
no.
get rid of it. Cancel it.
I bet those guys like I
And
bet
before
those guys.
someone starts a petition for like a Vita port or an Xbox One port.
You know, I saw the other day someone petitioning Persona 4 Golden for PC, and
Oh
I
no
just
no no no
started
no no
laughing,
no.
and I was like, no.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And I'm like, I fuck.
It makes as much sense as wanting like Tales of Symphonia on PC.
that's precious.
Symphonia.
Don't even get me started on that.
Can we please never bring up Symphonia on PC ever again? I'm pretending that port doesn't exist.
The PS3 and PC ports are the worst.
Valkyria Chronicles port wasn't that bad.
It wasn't
Like,
that bad. It was only kind of bad.
It was slow though. Like they chopped the frame rate in half.
So it's 15 FPS instead of 30. Great.
Wow.
Yay.
What's
Yeah.
up?
But yeah, again,
Well,
real talk. I hope for a Persona 5 dubbed trailer. I don't think we'll get it, but sure, why not? Please.
I think it's too early for that.
Also,
They did say we're getting a demo next week.
Hopefully we get. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully we get to see Tales of Berseria as well, as I hope Bandai will fuck this one up.
Did anyone pre-order the collector's edition?
I don't buy collector's editions of games, so no.
I did.
I'm not gonna bother pre-ordering. I've already explained why, though. I have plenty of time.
I really like that bag. That's the only reason I'm getting it. That and Steelbook. $117 down the drain.
I'm gonna bring it to school.
Next thing, what's next? Y'all heard like Watch Dogs 2 Belly? Anyone like Watch Dogs? Anyone?
Nobody did.
No.
What?
You got leaked like 5 times.
Where?
You start everywhere. They leaked the trailer, and for some reason, Ubisoft is talking about it now. So GameStop did like a gameplay thingy on their channel. Looks pretty nice. I like it. It looks better than the first one. I can tell you that.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Anyone saw the Injustice 2 trailer? My God.
Oh, so that's the thing. That doesn't make sense.
What was I about to say? So basically, Superman, like in the end of the trailer, he just like got a mech suit, like for his armor.
People are making up rumors that Microsoft may announce a handheld console.
They're never going to announce a handheld ever.
I have a feeling this is going to. If they do, this is going to suck so bad.
Didn't they already have a handheld console?
Yeah, they do. It's called a laptop.
The Windows Phone.
The Windows Phone, yeah. Look how well that's doing. I mean, Keith White bought one, but nobody else did.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my God. The Windows Phone. No wait. No, the Windows Phone has a higher chance to get Shin Megami Tensei 1 on it more than Android does.
Android already has SMT1.
No, but in English. iOS has it in English.
I want SMT1 remade or something. That'd be great.
What's the next we have? Let's see. I'm looking through Reddit right now through all the E3 leaks. See if we find anything.
If we can avoid more Xbox related things, that would be cool.
All right.
They're dead to me.
Overwatch a few weeks ago.
I avoided Overwatch like the plague because the fan base was cancerous.
I will not play another Blizzard game until either StarCraft 3 or Warcraft 4.
I don't think those are ever.
Neither of those are going to happen, I know, so I'm not going to buy another Blizzard game.
I played the beta. It was pretty fun. I liked it. The characters are nice. Stuff.
It's a shame that there's porn for them all over the place.
Yeah.
And that's drilled into my head harder than any of the characters' actual personalities.
Yeah.
Fact,
I've seen too much Rule 34. It killed it for me.
DOA 3, even more than Dead or Alive Extreme 3.
I have not seen any DOA 3 for Rule 34, but I am sure that it exists out there in some dark corner of the internet I don't explore.
I mean, the game itself is like borderline hentai already, even more so than like the previous ones.
Well, that's kind of the point of the game.
Yeah, pretty much. I love how it's like free now.
Also, it's a volleyball game, apparently.
Y'all think The Last of Us 2 is gonna make an appearance?
I think it's too early for that. Uncharted 4 just came out.
That'd be nice though.
I think the major Sony thing that they're gonna show is either going to be No Man's Sky VR support because they're publishing that game, and I guess they're helping developing it, and I guess whatever Sony Ben's new game is, whatever it turns out to be.
I found
and
a
Horizon.
Really good leak. I found a really good leak. Y'all play Gwent in The Witcher 3, right, Taylor?
I suck at it, so.
Well, then this news might not affect you that much, but your CD Projekt is going to make a standalone Gwent card game.
Like an actual one, or like?
Yeah, that was a leak right now, but we got a logo, I think.
Is it going to be like an actual TCG that I can purchase, or is it like a digital game,
Might
according
be
to the
digital.
leak.
Let's see.
Because if that was a TCG, I would play it.
It doesn't say it here. It's just like a trademark thing right now. They even have a a logo for it. I'm not sure if it's a physical or digital.
I think if anything, we're going to talk about Blood and Wine, which just came out.
Yeah.
If they have any presence at all, and they're also going to talk about Cyberpunk, their new game.
No,
I think it's way too early to talk about anything Witcher related.
I think they're going to show Cyberpunk maybe next year. I really want to get Cyberpunk though. I've been reading up on them, like the atmosphere. It sounds like it would be great.
Yeah. Like, imagine a Deus Ex game made by them. That's what that game's going to be.
I would cry in like happiness everywhere. It was just like, oh my god.
Well, that's exactly what Cyberpunk's going to be.
I would pay $200 for a Deus Ex game made by CD Projekt. Oh my god, that'd be great.
It would be.
I heard nothing but praise about Deus Ex. Haven't played it yet though.
You need to. It's great. A new one might be okay, hopefully, if Square didn't ruin it. I hope they didn't.
The God of War, I think is going to pop up.
Oh, yeah.
That would be interesting to see. I'm actually going to my mom's going to take me to the E3 experience thingy on the theaters and stuff. Since technically I can't go myself because you have to be 17. So if God of War pops up, that's going to be interesting.
I think it's time for a new God of War game.
Yeah. I haven't played any of the previous ones. And they did make whatchamacallit? The
Ascension?
The PSP one's free for PS Plus.
Oh yeah, they did recently. Ghost of Sparta.
Yeah, I should pick up on that and try them out.
I played through both of them. They're actually really good, especially Ghost of Sparta. Chains of Olympus kind of a bit on the shorter side, but they're good. They're worth playing.
God. Can you believe that some people think a Jack and Daxter game is going to pop up?
It's not. It's not going to come back. Neither is Spyro or Crash Bandicoot.
That's very serious.
Never happening.
I mean, in their defense, Ratchet and Clank is coming back, and Sly Cooper did come back.
Well, technically, Ratchet and Clank never went away. Technically.
Okay, I'll rephrase that. They're making good Ratchet and Clank games again.
Oh my god.
I really want an HD collection. They should remake the HD collections for like all their classic games. The Jack and Daxter collection.
The Sly collection.
The Sly collection.
They should make Activision do a Crash Bandicoot one and a Spyro one.
How many times has Final Fantasy X been remade?
It's had 3 versions.
It's been remastered on PS3, PS4, PS Vita, and now on PC, I think a few weeks ago.
They just announced, what was it? Final Fantasy 12?
Oh, yeah.
Final Fantasy 12 remaster on PS4. Yeah. Personally, I will probably get a lot of hate for this, but
you like Final Fantasy 12?
No, I don't. I didn't like Final Fantasy 12.
Okay, good.
The last Final Fantasy I enjoyed was 10 Part 1. I haven't enjoyed a Final Fantasy game since.
Really? You didn't like Type 0 or 13 or 13-2 or 14?
No. I want to play Realm 4.
I mean, I guess if we're talking after Final Fantasy X, then out of the ones I played, I only enjoyed Crisis Core, but I feel that shouldn't count because Crisis Core is a bit too different from your typical Final Fantasy game.
I almost forgot, the biggest news came out yesterday.
Which is, shoot,
XCOM 2 on console.
Oh my god.
People who can't afford a PC can finally play XCOM 2.
Okay, so I think that game would work well on PS4 for one reason and one reason alone. The touchpad.
I can see that. I hope they incorporate that. I like the port to PS3 for Enemy Unknown.
Uh-huh.
I like that port, so I'm hoping this one will be good too. I know there were some bugs there, but we'll probably fix that for the new one.
Did you like Enemy Within?
Yeah, well, I couldn't get Enemy Within on PS3 because, as I already told you, it died.
Oh.
So I got it on mobile, which is, I know, horrible, but
I mean, it has the interface for it.
It has the interface for it.
I'll give it that.
Well, actually, on mobile. It's just like I feel like if I want to play XCOM, I should either play on a console or a PC.
Yeah, fair enough.
I actually got XCOM Enemy Unknown for free on my PC. It was like through like a contest or something. I got it, but my PC can only run it on low at like 10 frames per second, so I choose not to.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sounds awful.
It is. I can run Team Fortress 2 in like 8. Oh my god.
Okay, because you live like locally to me, I should just give you a potato PC that I have randomly.
Oh my god, yeah. Do y'all see that? What was it? It was on Reddit like today or something. This guy was playing on Skyrim, but he was controlling it with a potato.
I need to play Morrowind.
No, you need to play The Witcher 3, because then you'll realize the Elder Scrolls games are pretty subpar.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I heard Morrowind is actually hilarious to play, especially nowadays.
Okay, play it on the original Xbox if you have to play it, because then you'll actually have like good controls.
Oh, so that's why people keep telling me to play it on PC. Okay. Now I realize I've been trolled all this time.
There was that leak for whatchamacallit, a Skyrim remaster or something. Some people are saying it's for Oblivion. Some people are saying.
Are you freaking kidding me? Skyrim doesn't need a remaster.
Okay, in before Oblivion, Morrowind, and Daggerfall HD collection.
That'd be great. They should put Arena while they're at it.
No, they're not gonna have Arena. I can't run PS4.
Oh dear. Yeah, anyway,
I think that covers that unless we have more to add to it. Good podcast so far. We lost 2 of our hosts.
This is wonderful. It's a wonder anyone is actually listening. In fact, is there someone actually listening to this?
If someone does listen to this, I thank you for it. Thank you for dealing with the ads that I put on this for that Google AdSense money.
Also, thank you very much for dealing with awkward pauses.
I'll edit those out, maybe, if I remember.
Tad in general, and Tad, and random freaking, I don't know, just us freaking shit posting. I don't know. Whatever you have to deal with, just thanks. In fact, the fact you came this far is an achievement. Congratulations, and yeah, I have nothing else to add.
Yeah, that basically sums that up. Thank you for listening to this train wreck. Much appreciated.
Indeed.